All right, we've got the losers finals of yesterday's bracket to start off the day. A little bit of a mix-up, but much appreciated from Twiz. Oski ended up having to leave during the last losers final after not being able to win through the winners final because he had some family issues. I guess that's all we really need to go into. The point is he had some family issues, and Twiz was understanding and said he could play again today at exactly this time before the next bracket. So Twiz also doesn't plan on playing in today's bracket if he doesn't win. So yesterday was his only opportunity to potentially take it. So very nice of him to agree to do this. Whereas if he couldn't play today, we probably would have just been forced to give Twiz the win anyways. But he'll get the demo and the first in this game number 1. Oski, a high-flying player from Great Britain. I just added him on Steam, and so now I know where he's from. And Twiz, a Middle Eastern, just very effective player. He's not necessarily a aerial focused 1v1er like Oski is. You see right there, Oski, even when he's making, you know, plays from the ground, it's usually ground to air dribbles like that one. This time he gets a little caught underneath the ball, and Twiz is able to take it away fairly easily. Oski is Polish but lives. That's right. Yeah, chat told me he was Polish, but I saw in his Steam that he was that he's in the UK. But thank you for reminding me. I already knew what he was or where he's from, and I didn't think it was Great Britain. But that being said, Oski Polish, Twiz Middle Eastern. 2-0 for Twiz. Oski somehow keeping that ball out of his net. That was as close to going in as possible, but no one pressuring it, so he had time to make the save. Twiz, the flip reset. Can he actually force Oski off the net? He can. Not a very fancy schmancy flip reset, but all he needs to do is make sure Oski can't get the save, and he used that flip to basically clear out that goal line and then backflip it in for a third. Twiz up 3-0. Make it 4-0. Direct kickoff goal. Oski is Polish. Yes, thanks, chat. Much appreciated. Oski, first wall-to-air dribble of this series. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of them. Twiz trying to challenge early. Seemed like he was thinking about going all the way onto the ceiling, but ultimately came back down and played it off the back wall. Oh, no, he did. He did go full ceiling. Never mind. Didn't catch that. Could not intercept the perfect air dribble from Oski. I wonder if these guys have any experience going up against each other. Pretty sure the Middle East guys queue a lot of EU, so it wouldn't surprise me if they've seen each other in the ranked ladder a million times. Maybe Twiz knows how effective Oski is in the air and going for that ceiling challenge right away, because sometimes you just have to do the best you can in the air to attempt to stop somebody like Oski. A kickoff loss, technically, but Twiz going to be able to grab back corner boost in possession. A nice wave dash setup. Yeah, I think Oski falling a little bit too in love with taking this boost. Saw an opportunity to grab the corner away from Twiz. Twiz says, sure, that's fine, man. You can take it. I'll take the net. There were no predictions. Yeah, no, we got into it really, really quick. Sorry about that. We really had to jump into it to make sure that we don't go too long. And because if Oski doesn't win this one, he does plan on playing today's bracket. So he'll want to hop back in, and we'll have to know, you know, to keep him in the bracket. Whereas if he wins right now, we'll take him out of the bracket, and then we'll start it. So just want to make sure we get it going before too late. Oski, a ground dribble on the goal line. He'll take it all the way to the net if Twiz is going to play on the back wall like that. Twiz picking up back corner boost and setting up on the back wall, looking to defend high. Because Oski loves to go in the air so often, playing that back wall defense where you go up in the air is usually the easier way to save it, and definitely the more boost efficient way to save air dribbles. But Oski mixing it up and just dropping it low, recognizing that he had already forced Twiz out to making high saves. Wait, Oski Oski had an opportunity to double that. He used a lot of boost to try and continue it. I don't know if he thought it was going in, but if he hadn't wasted all that boost floating in the air, he definitely could have dropped back to the ground and had a really easy double. Oski! My goodness. Oski says, yeah, I could have done that, but that would have been boring. I got to get a clip as he takes this one off the wall. What a nice flip reset. Crossbar and down. It doesn't get better than that. Twiz trying his best, but can't do it. Still has the lead, though. 5-4. And honestly, that's a situation we've seen Oski in a lot. He has been putting in major clips, but to go down 1 or down 2. He's not usually crushing all these shots while in a significant lead. At least that's not how it went against Ayub, and it's not how it's going so far against Twiz. But a nice 50 on the ground. Great recovery from Twiz to get back in front of that one. Oski going to play the possession game. Smart. Deep in Twiz's half. Not a bad idea to take it back to his corner, keep possession and boost. Twiz is trying to be really aggressive. Nice recoveries, man. Twiz playing so aggressive on that wall, going for that bump. I thought he was going to be out of position, but his recoveries after his first attempts are so good, and a great save here. This time, Oski can't find the flip reset magic. But there it is, forcing out a tough save. Twiz did a good job, but when you place it as well as that, the defender has no option but to put themselves out of position in the process of saving it. And boomer of a ground shot. Chat saying bang is exactly right. Oski delayed kickoff. Interesting. A super delayed kickoff. Twiz, I think, able to come out on top of it, I would say. With possession, he also grabbed that midfield boost, but it'll be forced off it now. 5-5 with 40 seconds left to go. Oski to the skies. Can he bump Twiz out of the way? He can, but it's crossbar and out. Did Twiz get a touch? I couldn't tell if Twiz redirected it right at that last moment or if Oski ended up shooting it just a little bit too high. Twiz, he's going to take back corner boost and midfield boost. He wants to starve Oski out, and Oski is refusing to leave. Twiz, his long shot saved away. Thought he had maybe starved Oski out, but he was wrong. Wait a second. Oski has a chance here. He's going to keep it up. Yeah, Oski! He will take game number 1. As the clock winds down, Twiz getting a little bit greedy in the last few moments, trying to keep the ball in the air, try to turn something out of it. Instead, he gives a very, very easy one to Oski to win the game. And game number 1 going in favor of Oski. This is the best of 5, chat. Twiz versus Oski. Twiz leading the majority of the first game. Oski was clipping on his way back, and he was able to pull it all the way back to a tie game as the clock expired, only he scored his final goal before overtime after Twiz tried a little bit too hard to keep that ball in the air when he really could have afforded to drop it down deep in his own corner. He will score first again, though. 1-0 in favor of Twiz at the start of this game number 2. Seems like we got some Twiz and some Oski fans in chat right now. Both these guys trading weak flicks. But Oski able to turn a second shot out of it. Not a great setup to himself, though. Real soft touch. Trying to be efficient with boost as he notices Twiz is going to be taking his back corner. Oh, wow. Oski wanted to save this all the way back on the goal line. He wanted to redirect it into his own corner. There was no doubt he was going to be able to save it. It was just how he wanted to save it. He was trying to be really boost efficient and, you know, carry it away for a dribble instead of just handing possession right back over to Twiz. But he had a slight misread. The ball was just high enough to force him deeper in the net than he wanted, and he clips off the post. And a second for Twiz. Oski, man, so versatile in the air. Did a great job to take that one to the ground. It seems like he had made the outplay, but I guess Twiz covered enough of the net. And Oski missing wide. And when you hit the post in the wrong position, man, it can just launch it directly back out at your net. And that's exactly what happens in favor of Twiz. Twiz sounds like Twix the chocolate bar, so you're for Twiz. Yeah, somebody else said that in chat yesterday. Oski coming up to meet this ball despite the serious downward momentum. That is very Evo-esque. People were talking yesterday about the comparisons between Oski and Evo. And one of the things that both him and Evo would do is fly up to a high ball near the ceiling that's coming down. That means you get to use so much of your boost and momentum just to bring it back in the direction you want. Normally, players avoid setups like that because it costs so much boost and it's not easy to do correctly. But Oski joins the crew of Evo, who will just take any flying ball and initiate it at any moment. They just want to take it to the net as soon as possible. And Oski finding his first. Twiz playing a little bit of keep away here with Oski. He's eventually going to get a goal. One last pop that Oski didn't expect as he goes flying by. Oski feels more mechanical. Yeah, he definitely is the guy who seems to rely more on his mechanics. Twiz has looked decent when he's had an opportunity to prove just how far his mechanics can go. But right now he's just playing a very smart 1v1 game. Keeping a lot of possession around Oski's net. Another high ball. Oski, at least at this point, he's going to catch it before it starts its way down. Oski has great reads, man. He's so good at reading the challenge. This is great. I really love watching Oski. It reminds me of a lot of the NA guys. Twiz trying to challenge early. Oski can tell and just gets a quick tap above him instead of dropping it down into the flip reset like we know he can do when he wants to. Oski diving deep to take away possession from Twiz in his corner. Was able to do so with both these guys fighting back and forth. Oski grabbing the midfield boost, back into his corner. Twiz is going to have to leave here soon, right? He can't have a lot of boosts, but he seems so confident playing with very little. And it's a good reason that he did that, as he earns himself a back corner boost, and now the boost advantage. Oski can't snipe Twiz on the back wall. Twiz, had he found an opportunity for a long shot? Not quite, but enough to start the starvation of Oski. And Twiz has looked so lethal in these situations once he gets Oski low on boost. That wasn't the best of shots, but Oski taken out of the game, and he got a great spawn. I think if Oski wanted to pick any spawn, it'd be that one, as he shows up right next to Twiz. Twiz, though, reading that wall challenge. Wall challenges in ones are so hard. If you don't connect, you are leaving the most open net possible. Twiz gonna go up 5-2. Oski trying to start a wall pinch to get his play going, but certainly that ball went deeper into the corner than he ever could have wanted. Twiz once again starting the boost starvation, taking a trip around the map, making sure Oski has nothing. And a double jump puts the ball in just a low enough spot that Twiz can get the save. Or sorry, Oski can get the save, but Twiz is going to get the doomsy. He is so good at putting the defender on low boost and then punishing. May not be the first shot, may not be the second, but he'll get it eventually as he goes up 6-2. A minute 20 left to go, looking to tie this game. Or tie this match, I should say. Oski thought maybe he saw an opportunity for a power shot as Twiz went to boost, but Twiz, too aware of what's going on in the field, knew better than to go to the corner. Wow, what a save. A great shot from Oski, but Twiz just timing his save well. Let's see if we get to watch it again. No, we're not going to get to. Impressive play from Oski, but smart defense can neutralize it. Oski, kickoff air roll shot. We'll get him a third. Thank you guys for the follows. I'll make sure to thank everybody by name after the series. Don't worry, I never miss anybody. Oski, he needs a long shot here. Couldn't get up around it in time. Twiz dropping it back into his own corner. 40 seconds left to go. Oski needs a goal every 10 seconds, and this big clear should make it impossible. Is Oski going to come back? He is. Twiz will take one more, so Twiz going to tie up the series 1-1. Oski just barely able to sneak out game number 1, and a much, much more dominant performance here in game number 2 from Oski. You guys on YouTube can't see this spam, but but when I have channel points, you can redeem a 69 to say nice, and those chats don't show up on screen, but everybody in chat is spamming it right now. Oh, the nice is in chat for Twiz as he ties it up. 1-1. Yeah, you guys gotta hit that follow button so you get some points to spam some nices. Twiz versus Oski. Oski a close game 1 win. Twiz a dominating game 2 win, as he has scored first in every one of these. But this time it's looking like Oski is gonna have the first opportunity. Will this one find it inside the post? No, Twiz, what a save. Yeah, even Oski's gonna give him the what a save, as he did a great job to set up that first shot. But Twiz, man, his defense has been so good against a guy like Oski that you could tell is an offensive powerhouse. Twiz will muscle it in here all the way from the corner. Oski couldn't get back in time. Twiz, a direct kickoff goal? No, Oski, great recovery. And even gets to his corner boost in time. Wow. Impressive. He's got himself an open field, but he killed that bounce right away on the dribble. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that. These guys, everyone other than Evo, loves bounce on their dribble, and it gives you so many more options. But Oski, in his attempt to speed it, lost everything. This time he'll carry a dribble. His flick is weak. It's a fake, but it'll work. Twiz kind of own goaling, but somehow Oski convinced him to do so. He had faith that Oski was going to rip something nice, but no, instead he lobs it nice and soft, and Twiz can't get it out of the net. 1-1. Everybody in chat thinking, I could have done that flick. I could have scored on Twiz. Ooh, Oski, nice demo in the corner. That'll get him a second. Saw Twiz looking for that corner boost. Said, I'll take your life instead. Nice, good touch. Great foresight to realize that Twiz was going to be going there after that tap away, and focusing correctly on that corner boost as opposed to what kind of hit he got on the ball. Twiz! Too quick, man. Too quick for Oski. Oski was there, don't get me wrong. He had gotten back, has his 100 boost, turns upfield, but man, the 1-2 punch and the speed is too much. Oski cannot flip it away. Twiz off the kickoff, just barely missing wide, but he should have the boost advantage. He does such a good job of sweeping around both corners every time he has possession on Oski's half. Next thing you know, Oski having to operate on just so few pads. That being said, he is going to escape this time, and that touch from Twiz will just help Oski score. He was trying to get a demo to salvage it, but it didn't work out. And setting the ball up into the air for Oski. Come on, man. That's a guaranteed goal. YouTube can't see the 69s. Yeah, I know. It is too bad. Oski, a kickoff win, forcing a tap away from Twiz. You can see Twiz looking to pick up pads. But as long as Oski keeps the pressure on, Twiz is never going to be able to get away. But Oski went in for a final all-in shot and missed just barely off the corner. Twiz, his flip reset will score. Twiz has got some mechanics of his own. Saw chat saying they thought Oski had the mechanical advantage, so Twiz will put on a nice flip reset. Oski, you can see, jumping for maybe a higher shot, but Twiz going to push it under. 3-3. 2 minutes in, these guys back to being tied up. Oski, a good kickoff win. The speed, the double, Oski! Such a great shot from Oski. It is not easy to score in this position. He did a great kickoff win, but the ball falling away from a shootable position. Oski puts it off the backboard and into the top corner. Absolutely insane. Oski winning the race to the midfield boost. Trying to catch this ball. Twiz able to just immediately stop the dribble before it happens. I think Oski was banking a little bit too much that Twiz was going to completely leave and go back to his net, but Twiz challenges right away and exposes Oski for his very dunkable dribble attempts. Yeah, chat, this is best of 5. Qualifying games are best of 5, and this is the qualifying game from yesterday's bracket. So one of these two will move on. Twiz. A good first shot off the kickoff and grabs boost. And a catch and flick while Oski sits in net, trying to decide the way he wanted to challenge. Ultimately, waits too long. Twiz just set up to himself off the ground. He's been so quick off the wall in these situations. Oski cannot find the right way to challenge. He's tried to turn and shadow a couple different times. This time it seemed like he was going fairly all in, but realized he just wasn't there fast enough. And he's really not been putting himself in a saving position. I wonder if it's not just better to head straight into net, try and stop those quick 1-2 punches from Twiz off the kickoff, but Oski will get a 5th as he brings himself back within 1. Twiz, not the best of clearances onto his back wall. Oski did a good job of just putting a great place shot. When you place a shot good enough, you force, the defender to use a lot of boost to make the right clear, even though that first shot never had a chance of going on. And Twiz just made a mistake. Didn't get the clear he needed. But a goal line 50 and a 7th for Twiz. Twiz has been losing a lot of these kickoffs into his corner, but he's coming out of it with boost and possession, so it really doesn't seem like that much of a loss. I wonder if he's ever trying to lose it back there on purpose. I doubt it, but Oski, his air dribble flip reset, waited a little bit too long to use it. The sideways wave dash, not going to get it past the defender when he tries to do it all the way on the goal line. Twiz banking on his boost advantage here to get him a save, and it's not going to work. Very aggressive from him in the corner. And Oski, a strong touch to make sure Twiz couldn't catch back up. (7-6). Oski on the goal line. Twiz. His first touch didn't slow it down enough, but the second one will keep it out after it finds its way halfway into the net. Twiz, I'm so surprised he didn't go for that corner boost. He must have saw an opportunity to potentially shoot, because he could have started Oski out if he had just launched one on net and then grabbed the boost, but he didn't have faith in Oski's clear. He thought Oski was going to mess up and he could just stay there despite not having any boost to punish him, but Twiz did not succeed. Oski was able to keep it away, and the slow dribble bump will not work for Oski, but he's got possession, and he's got 30 seconds to get one last goal to tie this up and send it to overtime. Oski has 100. I don't think Twiz has much, but he's got enough. 32 is enough to make a play. A strong flick, and Twiz doesn't even need to shoot this. If he wants to just clear it into his corner, that'll work as well. But he did look to shoot it, and Oski just helped him clear it. So that'll be it, most likely. Oh, yeah, Twiz will even get one more. 8-2, or sorry, 8-6 with 2 seconds left. Oski not even picking up that midfield boost. He was in trouble. Twiz going up 2-1 in this best of 5. The Twiz fans in chat trying to think of every candy in the world that his name sounds like. We got Twizzlers, we got Twix. Any other ones? Twiz versus Oski. Twiz up 2-1. Oski trying not to lose 2 qualifying games. He has earned himself a high seed if he's not able to finish this one out and force game 5 and take it. He will at least get to play from a higher seed than yesterday in the next bracket. But I'll tell you what, Oski doesn't want to have to play at all. A nice fake setup on that bounce, instead taking it back low. And Twiz had already pre-jumped high, so the low 50 will give Oski the first goal, and I think this is the first time Oski's scored first in a while. Maybe the first time all series that Oski's has scored first. So a good sign for him at the start of game number 4. In fact, he'll score the first 2 as he launches a long shot. What was going on with Twiz? Oh, Twiz was going to steal the back corner boost, and he realized a little bit too late that Oski had no plans of going into the corner. He was going to take it right to the net. Oski, bounce dribble, quick reaction time to get that ball back above Twiz. Can he score when he's got a low boost defender in net? Twiz has been so good at this in the mirrored position. Oski, he's going to go for the bump. Twiz, can he fall back down from the sky? He can't. I'm not sure if he had an opportunity or not, because Oski bumped him up onto the back wall. Was there a world in which he comes back down? Oh no, he landed butt first. He was going to have to land wheels first. Oski. Oh my goodness, man. Running it up here. The first minute has been all Oski. And not in his normal fashion either. A lot of possession plays, a lot of kickoffs. Hasn't been relying on his insane dribbles just yet. I guess he did have a nice air dribble bump. Oski, even when he loses kickoffs, he wins them, as this one drops in the corner, gives him possession and 100 boost. Ooh, Oski, a slight bump out of the way. Twiz needed to find a perfect long shot, and he just barely missed out. I'm not sure why they gave Twiz a save. I don't think that shot was in, but man, Oski so quick on the side wall. Ooh, a great touch, and saw his opportunity to use his flip to get back to the ball. Twiz trying to play defense close, and it's not working out for him. But nothing is working out for him in this first minute 20. Oski just in the zone. Wow. What happened? What happened? What special stuff did people give Oski in between the last 2 games? The man took a little bit of a break, didn't ready up right away, and now he's absolutely insane. Both of them going for the wave dash kickoff. Twiz, though, on the ground sooner. Means he's going to be able to get to that back corner boost first. Twiz, a clear around his back wall. He's got a lot of space. Oski's going to let him have it. Twiz will go for the air dribble bump himself, but started a little bit too far away. Oski able to escape underneath. Oski, not the best of setups. He forced himself to take a trip away from the line of the ball to go grab that corner boost. Normally, these air dribblers are so good at getting the setup so that they don't have to do that, but he'll catch back up to the ball and dribble it for a low 50. Twiz cannot find the right way to challenge right now. Oski has just been so good in this game number 4. Oski gonna completely miss out on the kickoff. Oh my goodness, what a save. It seemed like he had finally blown it. I was about to make a joke about how he's intentionally setting up the Brazil after going up 7-1. But no, he's gonna find a way to save it because the man absolutely can't miss. He put in his hacks to make sure that his net was impenetrable. 8-0, is it gonna be 9-0? It is, Oski, what the heck, man? What happened? He turned on his monitors, this chat. Yeah, that's the only explanation for what an insane turnaround. Twiz needs to just, you know, keep his mind right, because this has been a rough game number 4, but he has the lead. And even if he doesn't end up coming back in this game 4, he's got another game, and he can't let whatever's happening right now translate into the final game. Twiz falling from the ceiling. He's got a good shot at scoring here. He's done a good job of scoring on Oski whenever he keeps the pressure on, but I guess Oski had enough boost this time to clear it away. 9-0. Who in chat would have bet on a 9-0 start to this game number 4? Be honest, nobody would have bet. Oski an outplay at midfield. He could have had a 10th. It's weird to criticize anything that Oski's doing this game, but he made the right outplay at midfield and he just accelerated it too quick. Wasn't able to get the 10th, and Twiz will get his first. Oski throwing the nice one right away. That was the fastest nice one thanks I've ever seen. Twiz breaking the seal. He will not get goose-egged. Gotta grab at least 1 goal in this game number 4. Oski is good, you think? I don't know. That's a pretty bad take if you ask me. Twiz a second. Imagine. Chat, imagine Twiz comes back, wins in game 4. This is a testament. If Twiz even brings this back to being close, this is a testament to the guys who forfeit super early. You know what? Oski's had enough. He's like, yeah, actually, I don't even want to let you touch the ball. I've decided letting you touch the ball is a mistake on my part. So he just takes it back into his own corner. Trying to play the possession game. Twiz, a nice outplay and a third. Wait, did he miss it? Oh, wow. Twiz really needing to hit that wide open net if he wanted to dream of the comeback. 7 goals. Oski, you could tell, playing a little bit more conservative now, trying to bank his humongous lead instead of potentially losing it by continuing to be aggressive. Oski not taking that air dribble off the wall. Certainly one he would have loved to take in a different game situation. But right now, he's on the defensive. His 9 goals, he's decided is enough. Twiz can't find the angle across the goal line. Oski a catch and a 10, potentially? Yeah, it'll be a 10. A nice bump, 10-2, 26 seconds. What a performance from Oski. Oski won this one in the first minute 30. And we've just been waiting it out to find out what the scoreline was going to be. That was insane from Oski. Twiz will get a third. I'm a big early forfeiter, chat. There's no way. If I was in a ranked game against Oski right now and I went down 9-0, I would never have let it get that far. I don't have the patience. But these top competitors, they know what they're doing. (10-3) will be the final scoreline, most likely. I guess this one could technically still go in. Back to the garage for Twiz. He did fine in those final minutes, but that was when Oski turned off the jets, so we'll see what happens in game 5. Game number 5. Twiz versus Oski. Twiz and Oski both now have had a very dominant game. I think Twiz's dominant game was game number 2, where he absolutely torched Oski. And then we thought, you know, no way a serious win like that was going to happen on the other side of the field. But Oski had maybe one of the most dominant single game wins I've ever seen. That was a crazy performance from Oski. But he has to keep it up here in this game number 5 in order to qualify and send Twiz home. A nice first goal for Oski. Oski, a great 180 backflip to flick this past Twiz. Oski, the kickoffs have been looking good for him. 2-0. 30 seconds in. Almost every game, except for the last 2. The one where Oski absolutely dominated, and this one, Twiz scored first. So is this a sign of things to come? Is Oski going to run it up again here in game number 5? A shot at the backboard. What a clear! Oh my goodness, Oski, what a save! That was insane! Was that as crazy as it looked like to me, chat? That seemed like the craziest read and redirect of like such a strong shot into the corner. That was like, I don't know what to say, man. That was unreal is a perfect way to describe it. An unreal clear after Twiz was setting that up off of his own backboard. That is such a hard read to make. You see players not even go for it because it's so hard. And Oski reads it so perfectly that he booms a clear into the corner so strong. My goodness. Twiz, though, getting his first. Not letting Oski run it up 9-0 before he scores. When does the bracket start? The bracket starts in 15 minutes. So we need to find out whether or not Oski's going to play in it. So right after this, I will either keep Oski in and start the bracket, or take Oski out and start the bracket. Twiz tying it up 2-2. Letting this ball roll as far away from the net as possible before he takes that chip shot. Giving himself the best opportunity of putting it around Oski. Twiz back on offense here. Looking like he's going to have to get the ball up, though. Can Oski snipe a long shot? No. Twiz taps it into the corner. A high pop to himself. Playing the aerial game against a guy like Oski might not be the best call. Although we haven't seen how much Oski has had to defend high dribbles. He loves to go at him himself on offense, but not too many players have been attacking him through the air. I imagine these guys who are as good at it on offense are, translated over to defense fairly easily. But you never know. Tied 2-2 halfway through the game. Twiz has done a really good job of keeping possession. Anytime his possession seems to be over, he knows to clear it back into his own corner. Reset, try again. Twiz, a high lob on the close shadow, and a great play from Twiz. I really like these touches. These are scoring, more often than I feel like I'm used to seeing. But basically, when you see a defender shadowing directly in the exact same line as you, all these players are doing are just lobbing up about a double jump height touch, and it becomes so awkward for that shadow defender to save well, or to save like out of dangerous way, because they can't take any momentum into the save. They just have to double jump and touch it. And so frequently that follow-up is available. That's exactly what Twiz does after Oski saves the first, just making a read on which way he goes for the second and tapping it behind him. Oski, a long clear after Twiz is flicked to the corner. What is Oski doing here on the back wall? He just gave up a pass. That was crazy. I'm not sure why he didn't just give up on this possession. He had absolutely no boost. And he comes all the way onto the back wall and gets a great first touch for Twiz. Twiz was not necessarily going to be able to score off that play, especially if Oski just left the ball and either reset at midfield or did almost anything other than assisting Twiz on the start of his run. Twiz trying to stay around the ball. Oski, too clever, too quick. Drops it to himself and pops it above. Down 1 with 1:30 left to go. Can Oski do it, or will Twiz come back in this game 5? Oh, wow. Just like that. Just like that, we're tied back up. 1:20 left to go. Oski's kickoffs have looked good. They looked amazing in the last game. Twiz has been able to neutralize them for the most part so far here in game 5. Twiz, another possession play back into his corner, able to steal his back corner boost too, which means Oski has to leave in a panic. And the ground dribble, Twiz tried to cut it in field and flip it near post, but missed just barely, and Oski, the physical play, wow. Twiz did a good job of putting Oski in a tough position. You could see how little boost he had when needing to make that save attempt, but ended up just flicking it a little bit too high. And Oski's going to get a free take the other way. 50 seconds left to go. Twiz catching this ball at midfield with 12 boost. Oski a high save. Both these guys are very low on boost. Twiz needs to get the ball in the air on his shot though. He can't be shooting it as low as he did, where a low boost defender can easily save it away. Twiz, a clear to the midfield. Oski making another possession play. This time only up 1. We saw him start the possession games up about 9 goals in game 4. But he knows he has just a little bit more time of holding the ball before he comes out in the Fear Fest pool play. Twiz has a possession, low boost, the low 50. He can't squeeze it in, but it's not over for him yet. Oski still in a tough spot. Twiz has to catch this. He doesn't. Oski will send it down to the other side of the field. This will be an easy tap down, and Oski will be the next player to join the EU Fear Fest pool plays as he takes it in game 5 against Twiz.